Welcome back to the Old Charles. Today we are talking about the United States half dollar from the year 1974. This coin is very popular among collectors and everyday people who find old coins in their pockets or drawers. The 1974 half dollar is part of the Kennedy half dollar series, which was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. This series became one of the most collected modern coins in American history. The 1974 half dollar was produced many years after the silver content was removed from regular circulation half dollars. By this time the coin was made from a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it has an outer layer of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This change was done because silver prices were rising and the government wanted to save precious metals for other uses. When we look at the design of the 1974 half dollar, the front side shows a left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy. His hair is neatly styled and the details of his face are sharp. On well-preserved coins around the portrait you will see the words Liberty and the motto In God We Trust along with the date 1974 on the bottom. The back side of the coin features the presidential coat of arms with an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch. This design symbolizes strength and peace. There are two main mint locations for the 1974 half dollar. One was made at the Philadelphia Mint and the other was made at the Denver Mint. Coins from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, while coins from Denver have a small D mint mark below the eagle on the back. Both versions were produced in very large numbers, which is one of the reasons why most 1974 half dollars are not very valuable today. Now let's talk about value, because this is what most people want to know. If you find a 1974 half dollar in circulated condition, meaning it has been used and shows where, then its value is usually very close to face value, which is 50 cents. In some cases collectors might pay a little more, such as $1 or slightly higher if the coin has decent detail and minimal damage, but in general circulated examples are very common. The condition of the coin plays a very important role in determining value. Coins that are heavily worn, scratched, bent or damaged will usually not be worth more than face value. On the other hand, coins that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they were never used in everyday transactions, can be worth more. These coins show full detail, sharp edges and original mint luster. An uncirculated 1974 half dollar from Philadelphia might be worth a few dollars depending on how well it has been preserved. A Denver Mint uncirculated coin may have a similar value, sometimes slightly higher depending on demand. However, because so many were made, even high-grade examples are still relatively affordable for collectors. There are also proof versions of the 1974 half dollar. Proof coins were made especially for collectors and not for circulation. These coins were struck with specially prepared dies and planchets, giving them a mirror-like background and frosted design. Proof 1974 half dollars were produced at the San Francisco Mint and they carry an S mint mark. Proof coins are usually worth more than circulated coins, especially if they are in their original condition without scratches or fingerprints. Errors and varieties can also affect the value of a 1974 half dollar. While major errors are not very common, some coins may show off center strikes, double details or other mint mistakes. If you believe you have an error coin, it is a good idea to have it checked by an experienced collector or a professional grading service, because confirmed errors can sometimes be worth much more than normal examples. The history of the United States half dollar from 1974 is closely connected to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy and changes in American coinage. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just a few months after the assassination of President Kennedy. The American public deeply admired him and the government decided to honor his memory by placing his portrait on the half-dollar coin, replacing the Benjamin Franklin design. In the early years, the Kennedy half-dollar was made with a high silver content, which caused people to save the coins instead of spending them. This led to shortages in circulation as silver prices increased during the 1960s. Because of this, the United States Mint decided to reduce and later completely remove silver from circulating half dollars. By 1971 the coin was changed to a copper-nickel clad composition. By the time 1974 arrived, the half dollar was no longer widely used in everyday transactions. Many Americans preferred smaller coins and paper money, which caused the half dollar to slowly disappear from regular circulation. Even though millions of 1974 half dollars were produced, they were often stored away by banks or collectors rather than used for daily purchases. The year 1974 falls during a period of economic change in the United States. Inflation was rising and the cost of living was increasing. This made the metal value and production costs of coins an important concern for the government. The copper-nickel composition helped keep production affordable while still maintaining durability for long-term use. The design of the 74 half-dollar remained the same as earlier Kennedy issues, showing consistency and respect for the original memorial design. This stability in design helped the Kennedy half-dollar become one of the most recognizable modern American coins even as its use in circulation declined. Today the 1974 half-dollar represents a chapter in the history of modern United States coinage. It reflects the transition away from precious metals and the changing habits of American consumers. While it may not be rare, it holds historical importance as part of the long-running tribute to President Kennedy and the evolution of American money. The condition of a United States half-dollar from 1974 is one of the most important factors when judging its value and appeal. Condition describes how much wear the coin has received since it was made and how well its original details have been preserved. A heavily circulated 1974 half-dollar will show clear signs of where the high points of President Kennedy's face, such as the hair, cheek and jawline, may appear flat. The lettering may be smooth and the edges of the coin may be worn down. These coins often have scratches, small dents and dull surfaces. Coins in this condition are very common and usually only worth face value. A lightly circulated coin is in better shape. The main design is still clear and most of the lettering is strong. There may be minor wear on the highest points, but the overall appearance is still attractive. These coins may show some shine, but much of the original luster has faded. Lightly circulated examples can sometimes be worth slightly more than face value, especially if they have no major damage. Uncirculated 1974 half-dollars are coins that were never used in everyday transactions. These coins show no wear on the high points and still have their original mint luster. The details on Kennedy portrait and the eagle on the back are sharp and well defined. Uncirculated coins may have small marks from storage known as bag marks, but they still look fresh and clean. Proof 1974 half-dollars are in the highest condition category. These coins were made specifically for collectors using special minting processes. Proof coins have mirror-like fields and frosted designs. The details are extremely sharp and clear. Proof coins are usually well preserved, especially if kept in their original cases. Any scratches or fingerprints can reduce their value, so careful handling is important. In summary, the better the condition of a 1974 half-dollar, the more desirable it is to collectors. Circulated coins are common and inexpensive, while uncirculated and p.